Hi everybody, my name's Iris Smith and welcome back. I'm from the Flower Patch in Mansfield, Nottinghamshire. I hope you've had a good day yesterday. Today it's even better with the weather. It's sunny. We haven't had showers today, so we're lucky. First time in quite a while. Right, today I'm going to do a little display in a little bowl. As you can see, I've placed the oasis in already. It's slightly lifting up above the bowl, which I'd want it to anyway, because we're going to put in a candle, which I've pushed in a big stem at the bottom, pushed it right in and glued it in as well. So that can then stand in the centre. I've also got some Christmas picks. What came like this, and they are in purples with like a cerise pink, and on the cones there's a bit of glitter. I don't know if you can see that. It's sparkly. All ready for Christmas? I am. And I've got a few of those. I've got some fern as well to put in. I've also got some pine cones that are already on picks. I'm not saying that I'm going to use these because the pine cones are already on the other picks. So that's that. I'll have some wispy fern. Oh look, my son's just brought me up a cup of coffee, bless him. Isn't that nice? He's finished his shift at work, so he's come home, put kettle on, come straight in here with a cuppa. Can't beat it. Anyway, we'll get back to it. I've got these as well. I've used them before in pinks and deep reds. I've got them in green. It's grasses with like little, I don't know, buds on the top with a slight little bit of fern in them. I've got those. I've also got these. I know them as globe fern. You may know them as something else. If you do, you know, let us know. Send us a quick message and let me know. I've also got just a few little flowers, wild. I call these also wildflowers, but on here they've got Cuban bulrush. So I don't know if it's that, but to us it's a wildflower. I've also got some of these, and I think these are beautiful, these primroses, the large primrose bush. And I think they're fabulous as well, just to give a bit of, you know, some more purple in. I've also got some white Dusty Miller spray. I may incorporate them to go alongside with the purple, because I think that looks absolutely stunning like that. And I've also as well got some more fern. You can get these from a company called Leaf, and they do wonderful greenery. These are the ones that I say to you on my other videos that are a rubbery effect, and this is where the company that I get them from. I've also got just one stem of a green foliage, nothing more. I may put them in with it being a bit lime just to set it off as well. And finally, I've got some golden picks, because we've got gold around the little presents in these picks. I thought I might add these. They just come with 10 stems on a bunch. They come, you know, just very straight. I've had a little play with them and I've curled them over. And all you do for that is just get your a little leaf stem, rub your nail along it at the bottom to the top and bend it, and it curls. So that's what you can do to give it a bit of different texture and a bit of funkiness. I've not put no moss in the bowl today. I decided not to, with it having these, and they'll cover majority of the oasis. Right, let's get started. First of all, I want to put our candle in. So if I just dip that in my glue pan, and then I'm going to put it in the centre, and that will stay like that. It won't come out. it'll be, you know, lovely and firm once the glue's dried on it. So first of all, I want to, I think, put these picks in around the bottom so I can then work around with my foliage. So we'll do that. I don't want these very tall, sticking up. Oops, one went on the floor. And we're just going to stick these in just around the bottom at an angle and just push them in, just like that. I've got more of these, but I only want to put 4 in with me having the rest of the flowers and things like that. So we'll get these in. If you're wondering about the consistency of your glue in your glue pan, I always state, if it starts to smoke, then you've got it way too hot. So it's not a very good thing if it starts smoking. You need to, if it's too low your temperature, then your glue will get really thick. And also if it's too high, then it'll get really runny. So you need to balance it in between. It's more like a honey consistency that you have in your honey pot. We'll just push that one right down as well. I'm just doing it like it would be in a square. Is anybody thinking of Christmas already? I've seen a lot of things where there's already, especially here, wherever you're from, I mean, I'm in United Kingdom, so if you're anywhere else, is Christmas theme already popping up in July? That we are starting to here. I've also got some red berries that I may incorporate just slightly at the bottom as well. But I want to try and put in the Dusty Miller. I don't want a lot of this because it is quite big. I mean, I can cut it down if I just think it's too big, because it reaches, if I put it in, even at a high point, it's covering the, the little picks here. So I may take off these side leaves. Don't throw it away because it will come in handy. And we're going to put those just there so they're hanging. As I said, I don't want them to touch the bottom of the, the bowl. So that one will go just in front of the candle. Let me just push it a little bit more so it's just hanging. I will save these and use them for other things. We'll get another one. Take the bottom off again. Oh, I nearly dipped it in my coffee. Goodness me, I don't know what's getting wrong with me. I'll just put this one here as well. I don't want them all the same size. I do want some of them not hanging as low as that. So some, couple just smaller. I may have to get another one out because I need one more after this. I've got a little shoot at the bottom. I don't need that, so I'm going to just snip it off with my pliers. And we'll put that one there as well. And then just slightly bend that one because it's just leaning up over. Let me just cut this in half. I don't need this now. So then that is looking now I don't know, like that. Can you all see that? Hopefully you can. The reason that I've gone slightly above my bowl is because I want things to go underneath these little picks with the presents on and the glittery apple. So I think it's moving slightly inside, and I have. That's better. Right, let's get a bit of foliage in. I think I wanted to put some fern. Got one piece. Let me just have a look. Yes, we're going to put a few bits of fern under here. I may put these ones under as well, and put the bigger ones slightly like at the top, like that. I think these will look better if I just test it first under the bottom. I just want to have a quick look. Yeah, they'll go under there. I think those ones go under the presents. After the little incident I had yesterday with my finger, cutting them with these scissors from Fiskars, I took the plaster off this morning to work, you know, without it on. Unfortunately, the wound opened up again and started to bleed, so I've just covered it back up after cleaning it. I'm putting a bit of antiseptic lotion on. So they're going to hang just slightly below the presents. I'll bring those here. I've cut a few off of this stem. You get, I think, 10 on these for on the bunch. So I've just cut a few off. Under here. I don't mind if these slightly touch the floor. It's just the Dusty Miller that I didn't want touching. And here's another one. Like I say, I usually do work in odd numbers, but with this today, I'm going to do it different. And this can sit anywhere, you know, either on your coffee table, you know, on top of a cabinet, in the window, or even on the dining table when you have your Christmas dinner. It's good for anything like that. Get the glue string off. And just make sure it's how I'd like it. Right, I'm going to put in some of this filler foliage, and I'm just going to put that slightly underneath the Dusty Miller. I don't want it that long, so I might cut it actually in just smaller pieces. Just bend the stem into a little different position so it's not vertical. And I'm just going to slide that just under there to give that a different texture. I've got glue stuck all to my nails, and when you can feel it. So another one. Just under the Dusty Miller. And what we're doing is building our layer up at the first layer at the bottom. And then we work on top of that and then on top of that until you're satisfied that that's as many layers that you'd like. There, we'll get a bit more. Just the glue strings, they just insist on following you. One more. And because I've just cut that and left that bit of stem, as you can see, what I tend to do is where that other leaf starts there, I bend that over and I cut at a diagonal angle. So then it just looks like there's nothing that's been attached onto the leaf. It just makes it look more tidier and more of a professional job. And then that one under there. And that's what we have at the moment, where you can see all the way around with the candle on the top. You can get candles where they are battery operated. This is a real candle. I do have the battery operated ones for customers. But I just thought if, I'd show you one with a real candle, because not everybody, has the battery ones. Right, I'll put that there. And with the globe fern, I also want to just add a little bit above the dusty miller. So if we get 4 pieces, and cut them off the stem. I think you get 5 on a bunch, and I could easily cut those down into 2 separate pieces, or maybe even 3, and just have one single one at the top. It all depends on how how many or how you'd like to place them in. If you'd like them in 3s like I do, working in odd numbers. Some people will just put the whole bunch in, not really bothered about the odds and evens, but that's fine. That is really fine. I am bothered about the odds and evens. It's the way I was taught. But I can change my ways easily. I have changed my ways on some things. And the reason for that being is just basically so I can move with the times. I don't like to be just stuck in one era. People move with the times, so running a business, you have to move with the times with your customers and everything. That one's only got 2 on. I may just go and get another one because I don't want it with 2 on. Get another bunch. There's the bunch as it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry, it has 6 stems on it, not 5. See, they work in odd, even numbers. So what I'm going to do, instead of cutting the bush, the whole stem off, I'm just going to take off just that one that I need. And don't you think that is beautiful? I mean, you can get it in wedding bouquets, Christmas bouquets. It'll always stand out. It is an absolute little gem, I call it. And also it's like a filler as well. Right, so that's it where I've got now what I call the globe fern in as well. I'll put that to the side. with that. Oh, my coffee again. I had a cup of the coffee this morning, went to go inside the house to go make another one, and I dropped my best cup. Well, I've got a pussycat on it because I've got cats. Well, I've got 2 cats. You've only seen one, which is Marley the ginger one, but I do have 2 cats. I have a pure white one, which has got a green eye and a blue eye, and her name is Evie. She's a bit of a bully, especially with Marley. Right, here, just above, I'm going to put a fern and let it just hover slightly over your picks with the presents on. I don't want it to hover over too much because then it's going to cover the pick. So if I can make it stand up more by bending it, because it's wired as well. Let me just turn it around, everybody. Let me just see. Yes, I like things that stick out. I'm going to cut another one. Oh, I thought I found a spare one here. We'll use that one as well. And this one is also going to stand upright. Just slightly bend it. There's no wire, as you can see on this bit. There's no wire there. But from here all the way down to the bottom there is. So I just tend to slightly bend the tip when I don't want it touching things, you know, like that. We'll take this one off. I can get 2 out of this. And the beautiful things. I think I need to stock up a bit more on these. On the dark green ferns as well as the light ones. I tend to buy them in bulk. So I think I may need at least another 20 or 30 bunches. And then the last one in here. I don't want to hide the candle. We still need to keep that on show. Let me just see about the berries. I think they may look nice. I've got the pine cones, what came on a pick, but these came that colour. So I went and got some spray that I have to spray on wood, metal, plastics, anything like that, floral, and I sprayed it with a bit of silver. I hope you can see that, the difference. I do have brown as well, the original. I just thought I'd spray this one with it having the Dusty Miller, and I thought it'd look nice against the Dusty Miller. So I'm going to get, I think, just 3 of these, and I'm going to get the smaller ones out. I did buy these in this bag, and I think there was, 40. Yes, there was 40 in. Everything seems to be in 40s or 100s. So I want that one and that one. That one and that one. Well, I said 3, didn't I? And I've gone and got 4 out. Under my bench here, I have some boxes, just 2, about this high and about this long. So they're about 3 foot long and about 2 foot high. And they are packed solid with Christmas decorations for the wreaths. And I've also got a big bag that's full of Christmas baubles to make bauble wreaths as well. Right, here I'm just going to see, I don't want that long pick, so I'm just going to see where to place. Yes, I'm going to place these, as you can see, just slightly. I'll just stick it in against the dusty miller here. I may obviously bend it slightly forward, but I think personally that sits lovely like that. So yes, we're going to put that one in first. Like I say, I'm working in my layers and I'm going from one layer to the next. I'm going to push it slightly down so it's not interfering too much with the candle. As you can see, I've still got a bit of space there, and that's where I could either add my berries underneath to cover that space, or maybe I could even put bits of grass, or even perhaps the flower. We'll get to that point soon. Got to stop jumping from one thing to another. So I say three. There's 4 dusty miller, so I may do 4. And that's the other one, sat comfortably inside there. Put this one in. I will turn it around, everybody. In fact, let me get one more. With it having 4 dusty miller, I've got to carry on with alongside with it. And that's now where you've got it. If I can show you, I'm going to hold the candle because I don't think it's set very well, but I'll have to check that out later on. But that's how it's looking now. It even looks quite full from this angle already, but I can still see space, and I've got to fill it. You could leave it like that if that's how you'd like to leave it. It still does look pretty as it is, but with me having more things at the side of me, I'm going to put more things in. Now I want to just check before I turn it around to show you. With the purple there, I can't make my mind up whether to have them. If I just move one away from the rest. Oh no, it can't be them. They're too tall and they're not keeping within the theme of what I'm doing. So we'll put those on the floor and we'll use these. 1, 2, 3, 4. You do get 5 on here. I think I must have used one of them for something. Right, let me clean the stem. I don't like anything on it. I like to make sure it's nice and clean for the customers. Right, so we're going to put these just here so they sit like that. I hope you can see that. I'll hold the candle again. So then that sits nice and comfortable around the edge of the candle. We'll do the same with these. They're very pretty, these. Very pretty. I tend to do my Christmas shopping in October. I know you may all think that that's crazy, but I like to be prepared. I've seen many a times in my past people, you know, at the last minute shopping, rushing around, trying to find things that the family members have asked them to get them for Christmas, or that they want to buy a loved one or a child or something in particular, and at the last minute shopping, running around, and nobody's got it in store. So I've been through that before, so that's the reason why I decided from now on I do my shopping for Christmas in October. Then as soon as I've got absolutely everything, I wrap them. So come the second week of probably November, everything's wrapped. Right, I'm going to put these berries in these little gaps underneath, and also to give it just a slightly different colour added into it. I'm going to put those in between each of the picks that I've put on the bottom. So I only need 4. We'll put that one there out of the way. Yep. So in this space here, let's get the glue. You can't really see much of it. Like I always say, I may not use absolutely everything that I've just, you know, shown you that I've got out. I say that, but I tend to use majority of it. And then one under here. I think I can hear my cat coming back again. So that's just for an extra bit of colour, and that's all how it is all the way around. As you can still see the candle. So I'm going to, I may put those slightly just in between and dot a few around. As these are quite bushy, I definitely am only going to put 3 in, and these do push up to the top. There's the top in the centre. You just push them right up and it gives you a longer stem. And they give you a wonderful texture. I do like these. Right, let's sit these in. Like I say, I'm only going to put 3 in, but just slightly spread them around so they're sticking out in different, you know, places. I hope you can see that, everybody. I'm a bit worried about that. Even though I've put a prong in it, it doesn't seem to be holding. But like I say, I will sort that out later. Right, let's get another one on. And we'll put this one here. Just spread it throughout all the others. And then we're going to put one more on this side. So then they sit in just like that. I'm not going to put any more fern or anything in. I think I've done with all of those. because as you can see it looks quite full already. Right, we do have these, like I say, and I'm just going to put in these 3 because there's quite a lot of wispiness on them. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cut off 3. I don't want them this long. I just put that in the bin. So this one I've already been sort of like having a little go with. Just running my thumbnail up, even to get little spirals like that. Aren't they just pretty? Right, we're going to cut this down. And with these, in fact, I'm going to just see what that looks like. It may take over. Because I do sometimes, if I get my scissors, because I think they are quite long, and I just cut along there to make little ones. And then I do the same, it's the same principle. Just run your fingernail up to bend. They won't bend as much as the other ones. Oh, they will. Gosh, they call me liars, these flowers sometimes. I've had them where they don't. So we'll put these in, and this is just going to add an extra little texture. I hope you can see me doing them. Run your fingernail up. Sometimes I put a couple together and do it like that. And then I may have, on the occasion, the odd one vertical. But on this occasion, I just think it's quite nice to have the little spirally bits. We'll do that one again. There. Just like that, just to add a bit of different texture. So we'll take this one out. We'll cut this one down. And just for that extra little bit of texture, we'll sit it in there. Oh, isn't that effective? Oh, I'm ready for Christmas already. So we'll put that one in as well near the top, just to give it that slight bit of texture. So we'll do the same with these. I know I've already done that, but that doesn't matter. And I don't do them all the same size, like I say, to make it look natural. Not every plant, not that I know of, and I'm a keen gardener as well, grows all at the same height, which I know you know this. I was always taught when I was doing the my university flower course, not to have everything the same size. Go home, have a look at your garden and take a picture if you've got something that's exactly all the same size in length, the stems. So I did a bit of what I was told, went home, had a look, couldn't find anything. The following day went back and she asked us again and I can't find anything. And she says, that's because there isn't anything. So I guess that was my answer for the future, you know, gain a bit of knowledge on that as well. So I'm going to put one more in. We'll cut that one right down. I was looking as well on my Facebook account last night, my business one, and I do subscribe to Southern Charm Reeves. I think she's wonderful. There's a lady, I think, Door Designs. Is it Kaylee? She's good. And also Deco Exchange, I think it was. And I just can't get over. I mean, you have in America they have a shop called Hobby Lobby. Oh my goodness, why can't we have one in the UK like that? I've been to what we've got called Hobby Craft. And the thing is with that, it's more for haberdashery. I walked in thinking, oh, I'm going to get everything from here. Walked out very disappointed. Oops, it's come off its pick. Very disappointed because it wasn't what I expected. I was expecting something like what the Americans have. Bless them. Aren't they lucky? And they can get everything out of one shop to do with floral. Now here, it's not the case. You have to shop around. So, you are lucky in America. Because if I need anything from the Hobby Lobby in America, it is a very expensive delivery. So basically I have to put up with what I've got. Right, there's our finishing touch. I mean, you can put some more in actually at the bottom. Let's just have a look. Yeah, I'm going to put some more of this in at the bottom. Or do I actually put the flower in at the bottom and cut it really short? Let's have a play. Cut it really short. I'm going to just stick it in to start with and then bend. I will show it you in a minute. I don't know, they may look like they're sticking out a bit. It's within my boundary, but I don't know whether I want it shorter. I really don't want it sticking out really far. Let's try it again. And just manipulate that, just stroke it. They've not got no wire in, but if you just stroke them, you know, they do tend to wilt over. It's either that, before I cut another one. Might be both now. Oh, floristry. As much as I'm crazy about it, I just can never. We're going to put both in because I like it full. So in we go with the flower, and then underneath I'm just going to scatter some of these down as well. So like I say, to hide a few gaps that you may spot. So I'm only going to put the odd one, about 4 of these again. Push these right up where I'd like them. With these, they've got like a vein going around inside the petals. I don't know if you can see a black vein, and I think that makes it look really sweet, different. Let me just lower it down a bit because I may have gone a bit high with the flower, but it does really make it look wonderful. I've got them in all colours: pinks, yellows, reds, whites, purples, yeah, blues. So yes, it's very, you can get them in all colours. We'll put another one in because that one's there in front of that. So we'll put one in just in front of this one, the pick with the present in. Push it right in. Get a bit more of this fern. And then put that underneath to close off that little gap. Oh, it makes me all excited when I start doing Christmas things. I know some people aren't into Christmas, but oh my goodness, I am. I'm more like a little child when it comes to Christmas. I wake up Christmas morning, run into my kids' bedroom because all my adult children still live with me. I've got one that's registered disabled who's autistic. I don't think he'll ever leave home, but I'm not bothered about that. It's more company for me. So I usually run into the bedrooms, wake them up and shout, Santa's been. And I keep telling them, come on, let's all get up, Santa's been, Santa's been. And I run downstairs and my husband's like, oh, let's get the kettle. Oh, I'm not bothered about the kettle, I want to open my presents. So yes, I get very, very excited. Very excited. He reckons I'm a bit like a kiddie, but I don't mind that. And my husband, I tell him not to get me much for Christmas as well, but he always gets me more than I need. He's good to me. Right, and then one more in that gap under there. Push it right in. Just cut one more of these off. I'll click that one. And then place it in there as well. Just check for any glue, pull it off. That one's gone to that side. I don't want it leaning that side because it'll meet up with the other one and I want to give it space. And now just fluff everything up, go through it, check that you're happy with the way it looks. If not, like I say, just fluff around, move it into a position where it looks natural. Right, everybody, if I move that, I think there we've done on that. It's only a little vase. I didn't want to overload it, so to speak, but I tend to do that. So I'm going to hold the candle because I will sort that out, but I want to show you the finishing touch. That is what it looks like from above, from how you look at it. All the different colours, you know, just the red, even though I haven't got red in, but with it being Christmas, the berries, and the candle, you know, and just a little present gifts at the side on the pics. I think that looks wonderful and it's a beautiful little thing. So pretty. So I might actually keep this for myself. But yes, if you want to make one, just go and get a little bowl, even if I have been on occasion when I haven't found a bowl, gone and got a cereal bowl, an old one that is, and use that as something like this. That's a good idea, and you can spray paint the cereal bowl with, you know, just a can for ceramics, wood, metal, anything like that. Let it dry and then make your arrangement. So I hope you like it, everybody, and I hope that you give it a go, maybe in different colours, reds, whites, the traditional Christmas theme, or even just do it in, if you just want one, you know, all year round one, make it a colour that will, you know, is for every season. That would be nice. So yes, if you'd like to have a go, please do. I do sell my items. I have put a link, I think, how to contact me on my YouTube channel. If not, I'll redo it again. And I've had some comments as well. Yippee! So very glad about that. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good. So please subscribe and share to your friends and family, and also like, and send me some photos of your little displays that you do for on your Christmas table. So I hope you enjoyed it, everybody, and stay safe and look after yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.